here we are for card number 4. This is the last card in this series, so go to your last layers here. And what you're going to need is you're going to need one of your black card bases, your basic black, and you are going to need your square of 1 3/4 by 1 3/4 of pumpkin pie, your gorgeous grape, and your parakeet party. You are going to need one of your white strips and one of your inside layers for this. You're going to need your witch's hat. You're going to need actually all 3 of the witch's hats. I've put these 2 in my Stamparatus because they've got the more black on there that I'll want to stamp a couple of times to make that crisp black. This one you can put on a regular mount because it will stamp clear the way that it needs to be. You're also going to need your piece of scrap for this. And you're going to need your punch. And you're going to need Highland Heather in dark, Parakeet Party in dark, and Pumpkin Pie in dark of your Stampin' Blends. And you're going to need your Memento because we are going to be adding colors to these. And then you're going to need your Stampin' Dimensionals. All right, so what I'm going to do to get started is we're going to stamp these hats. So I'm going to start out by stamping the top one here. See where I need to place that. Okay, throw my magnet up there. Make sure this is gonna work. Perfect. Oh, I just stuck my finger in there. Don't stick your finger in the ink. Okay, stamping it again to get that crisper look. Okay. Perfect. All right, so now for the next one. Try not to get your magnets stuck together like I just did. Now I'm going to take this little webbed hat and I'm going to stamp it right here. And then I'm going to punch these out. Before I do the last one. Okay, there's the little solid black one. Here's the webbed one. And then let's do this little polka dotted one right down here. I might have to take this one off because it's in the way. Okay, and then I'm going to do it again. Okay, beautiful. Now I'm going to go ahead and color this one in first while I still have it here. I should have colored my other ones, but it doesn't matter. You can color them at either stage. So I'm using pumpkin pie. Okay, then I'm going to be using, this is Parakeet Party. Okay, and then coming in with my Highland Heather. Okay, and then I'm going to bring these little hats back in, and since this one right here, I want to do the Highland Heather on it. Okay, that one's done. And then I want to grab my Parakeet Party for this one. And I'm just going to color this whole thing in, because I want the whole inside of this hat to be Parakeet Party. Now, it is okay if you go into this, because we're going to cover that again with some of our washi tape for the hat band. Get that whole thing covered in ink, just like that, okay? Let's punch this one out. Okay, there's that. So then what I'm going to do is to utilize some of this space is I'm going to cut this portion of this off. So I have all this space in the middle, so I can go ahead and cut out the little bands and stuff that I was telling you with the washi. Okay, so let's get these out of the way here. Move this stuff. Now I'm going to take my black washi and I am going to do it in 2 layers for my hat band. Just like that. And then using this, I'm going to take this. That's for my hat band. I'm going to glue this right on here. Look how pretty that is with that shimmer on that hat band with that Parakeet Party. Isn't that just so stunning? Oh, I love it. Okay, that is all I need to do for the punching of that. With this little piece here, with this little hat right here, I am going to come in here and I'm going to cut the end off to give that a straight edge, kind of like we've done on the other card that we had to make the little buckles. And then I'm going to cut just a little square out of there. That little square is going to go inside of this hat. And again, with those colors, you've got that orange and that purple, and it's just so stunning. So our 3 hats are done. Now what we want to do is grab our little white strip here. Now this white strip is 2 1/4 by 5 1/4. Now what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to grab my black washi tape. Now there is no wrong way to do this. I'm going to just start placing this on here, starting with my black being a little bit shorter. Then I'm going to grab my orange. Now if I can find the end of it again, since I just cut it. And my orange is going to be kind of longer. Okay, like that. Then I'm going to grab my purple. And you can put as much of this on there as you want to make your card as blingy as you want. This one's going to go right here. Okay, then with the green, then again with the black. Just like that. Oh, I think it's so beautiful. Okay, let's grab our card base. Burnish this down. Okay, so now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to dry fit these first. So I'm going to start with my orange, my pumpkin pie. It is going to go first. And then my gorgeous grape. And then my green. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to glue my white piece down first. Now I'm going to turn my card base just a skosh to make sure I get this a good margin when I lay this down, because I'm just watching my 3 sides. I'm not too worried about over here. I just want to make sure this, and this are all pretty symmetrical, and I'm eyeballing it. As you can see, I am not measuring anything because it's all going to line up at the end. Now I want to take my orange square. This is 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, and I'm going to line it up at the very top of that white. And now my margins are all going to be the same. See how I said it'll all line up? Then I'm going to take my gorgeous grape and line it up right in the middle there. And then my parakeet. And see, and it all lines up perfectly. So nothing to fret about. I've made sure all the measurements are done for you. Now I'm going to take some of my dimensionals, and I'm only going to put 2 on here. Now this hat is going to go up here at the top, just like that, with a slight little curvage to it. This one, I'm going to put dimensionals on it. And then it's going to come and get crooked this way, with my hats overlapping just a skosh, making sure I don't go past my card base, so this will fit into an envelope. Okay, and then my last little black one is now going to go on my parakeet. Parakeet party base, or square. All right, now this one is going to get kind of angled like this. Just like that, just kind of barely touching that. And there is card number 4. Now let's get an inside to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this hat right here, because I really love that green contrasting against the black. And since we know the inside of our card I'm going to actually put it over here on this side. And I'm just going to take my parakeet and I'm going to color this in. Now it's okay if it bleeds to the back of this paper because this is now going to go in the inside of our card. And I guess we do need to cut one more of those belly bands because we're going to take some of that glitter and move it into the inside of this card as well. Because we can never have enough bling. Just remember, you might want to do this if you're going to make them all. Do them all at the same, you know, both of them at the same time, each design. Well, it's ready to go, or you can always mix them up. Okay, again, taking that washi, putting 2 strips. I'm just going to cut that band out, and we're going to glue this right inside. It would be fun to also do this little hat on the outside of your envelope as well, to kind of carry all that over. But I'm loving this parakeet party for Halloween cards. See how it bled through the back? Well, no worries there because it is going to now go inside of our card and nobody's going to even see that other side. Oh, I just love it. I think that is so stinking cute. Absolutely love this card. That's why I kind of saved it for the last, to show it to you guys as your 4th card because it's just so fun. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this class and you enjoy these cards as much as I did. Thank you so much and have yourself a happy Halloween.